to work if I ain't never had a job? I ain't never had a job in my life. So how would I work?
Our landlord just turned off our electricity. At Section 8, we were kicked from the program. Who the hell do I pay?
Every single one of your basic needs should be taxpayer funded. Food, water, healthcare, shelter, clothing, electricity, transit, access to the internet. These are all basic needs that we require to survive within this society, and as such, it is society's responsibility to ensure that those are provided to its people. Full stop. End of story. Have a day.
You could just say that you're lazy, unskilled, and unable to take care of yourself, but sure, let's play this out. I go to work, it's payday, I come home, I look at my paycheck, and the government has taken almost all of my paycheck from me to put into this taxpayer fund to redistribute to the rest of society. Well, that sucks. Why should I be the one who has to labor when I could just stay home and the government's gonna take care of me? So I quit my job. Then everyone else starts quitting their jobs because the government's gonna take care of us, right? But oh shoot. Now we're having mass supply chain issues because we don't have enough production. So then the government starts assigning jobs because society's got to run, you know what I'm saying? So you get assigned a job, and if you don't do your assigned job, then you don't get your rations. Congratulations.
Wait, did she seriously ask how she's supposed to work because she's never had a job? Bro, that's literally how everyone's first job starts. Then somebody jumps in saying everything should be taxpayer funded. Nah, that escalated fast. You can almost hear people at home arguing with their screens already. This conversation went from confusing to completely off the rails in under 2 minutes. And trust me, it's only getting wilder.
Keep on fucking with me, I'ma let him go. I got some, keep on fucking with me, I'ma let these 2 king courses go on your ass. Play with me if you want to, I'ma let them go. These king courses, the mini ones, y'all ain't seen these right here before. You can't get these in the store right here. I ordered these. I ordered these from Japan, baby.
We have too many people sucking off the government. I've talked about this before. I work with Section 8, okay? I have tenants that fall behind throughout the year. And so we know around tax time, those tenants that are on Section 8 will file their taxes. And meanwhile, they're on SNAP benefits. They pretty much have reduced or free rent. And a lot of them are on Social Security because they're able to get like death benefits or this, that, or whatever, that's been perverse. It was supposed to be for retirement. And our politicians were like, here, let me buy your vote and we'll open it up to more population. And they don't contribute like financially or productivity, nothing. And at tax time, I know I need to reach out to them and say, hey, you've got this balance. I know you're filing your tax return, and they're going to get a f***ing rebate. They get money back after the federal government pretty much pays for a majority of their living expenses. And so we've got a whole bunch of people that are able-bodied, can work, choose not to, and are sucking off of the system.
Who exactly are those dogs supposed to scare? That whole clip came out of nowhere. Then we switched to a landlord breaking down years of dealing with government assistance. And you can hear the frustration in his voice. This isn't even a debate anymore. It's turning into people sharing stories they've clearly been holding in for a while. Wait, the next situation is about to get really awkward.
We're getting evicted in 4 days, so we're gonna chill and relax today. Because when we get evicted, we're going to be homeless again, and we're going to be doing a lot of work. So it's time to relax the muscles and chill and relax the brain, de-stress. We've been doing a lot of stressing because of what's coming down the pipeline. She's sick and not feeling well, and it's interesting because when we're homeless, we're not going to be around anybody. So the chance of being sick is actually lower, even though it's cold. And that's the thing. We're going to combat the cold very well, so we're not even going to be cold. We're going to have a tent in the tent with all this extra stuff. We made a video about that, so we're not even going to be cold, and we're not even going to be around people. So she's sick because she's around people. I just think it's interesting that getting an apartment, a hotel, anything like that, high chance of getting sick right now. And that interesting how being homeless, you can avoid sickness easier. But yeah, we're going to chill and relax today.
With us as we go evict our Section 8 tenant.
All right, let's go, bitch.
life. Today we're heading to our first rental property after the recent eviction of our tenant. There are many pros and cons to having a Section 8 tenant, but the result of this one was extremely bad. After receiving multiple violations from our HOA, we had to take a look at the property and see what was actually wrong with it. And once we pulled up, it was devastating.
She was complaining of rats and all that kind of stuff, and clearly you can see why there were rats, because she didn't really care to actually throw the trash out. She threw the trash into the backyard. It's not a surprise that one would see rats.
In all of her time living there, she hadn't cut the grass once. Look how bad this lot looked compared to the rest of the community. It's no wonder we got many violations for this. So that brings us to today. We had the trash taken out, the grass cut, and we were just there to put a notice of abandonment on the property as our last attempt to communicate with this woman since she'd gone off.
Bro, they're talking about becoming homeless tomorrow like they're planning a weekend picnic. I mean, where's the urgency? Then we cut to that property after the eviction, and wow, the overgrown yard, the trash everywhere. You can almost smell the place through the screen. That landlord's face says everything without saying much at all. Yeah, this story just took a rough turn, and it's far from over.
Trump said you can only get on Section 8 if you're a veteran or a disabled person. Now listen, I agree. If you are of sound mind and good health, you need to get up and figure it out just like the rest of us. Stop having kids so you can ride the wave. The government shouldn't have to help you. At the end of the day, we're all independent. We can get up and grind. Do it like I do it. What do you mean? Why not? We're sick of people just riding the government's wave. Oh, don't worry about it. I'ma just get housing, pay half of my rent, and then use these food stamps. If I need more, I'ma just pop out another baby. What? What happened to go get it out the mud? What happened to work hard for what you want? What happened to that type of thing? You should leave that for people who really need it. People who are missing organs. People who have, they mentally can't, you know what I'm saying? People who need this type of help. Y'all don't. Let's be honest. Y'all don't.
The reason why I ain't got a job, because I ain't never had a job, and I don't know what it feel like to work. So how would I be able to cope with working if I ain't never had a job? How would I be able to work if I ain't never had a job? Like, I don't know how to work. I ain't never had a job in my life. So how would I work? I ain't never worked for minimum wage. So how would I work? I ain't never had a job in my life. I don't pay tax dollars, as y'all say it.
Wait, she's saying benefits should go to people who truly can't work. And then the very next clip is someone saying she can't get a job because she's never had one. Bro, really? That's like saying you can't learn to swim because you've never touched water. You can hear the hesitation in her voice, but the logic still isn't adding up. And now, things are about to get way more emotional.
Yeah, we got an eviction schedule here today.
What? How y'all got an eviction?
What you mean, how?
Cause hold on, I just paid. How y'all got an eviction? I ain't got no notice or nothing. That's not correct. I only didn't pay my rent this month, and I got a paperwork that they supposed to be fixing my stuff, or Section 8 supposed to be letting me move. I do have that paperwork. This the only month I ain't paid it, cause they supposed to be fixing stuff out of 26.
Who's supposed to be fixing? Section 8 is paying.
Yeah, Section 8 pay my rent.
And so what happened for you to get behind?
I'm not behind. What they saying I owe? Cause I don't owe nothing but this month. So
okay, but what I'm saying is what you ended up in court for some reason.
4 months ago.
Okay, you went to court.
But I've been paying it. I've been paying it. I no lie, I have been paying it. So I got the, want to get the paper? Because I got the paper, they got 26.
Let me explain this to you. Now, the only thing I can do is an eviction. I can't mediate the case. I can't.
So you saying I have to get out like right now?
Yeah, we're about to do it now.
What? Are you kidding me?
Yeah. There's nothing I can do. I have this that's issued from the court.
What?
I'm gonna give you a copy of it.
It is crazy. I just had it fixed. That is crazy.
You can read it.
So what y'all gonna do? Kick my door in or come in anyway?
Yeah, that's why the locksmith is here. If you weren't here, if you don't open the door, we're gonna come in. And that's what it is. It's called forcible entry and detainer, FPD.
Can y'all give me a second? Cause my kids in here. Oh my God! Like I was not warned or nothing. I was no warning. No warning.
So you didn't talk.
I don't pay.
When the last time you talked?
I paid my rent last month. I have not talked to them since then.
You didn't talk to them?
No, I just had inspection on the 25th of last month, and they had to the 22nd of this month to fix my stuff or I was gonna move. Like they are doing this on purpose because it's mold in the house. It's mold in here. And Section 8 was for them to fix this. Like, I really want to call the police, like, 'cause this is absurd. Like,
yeah, well, you can call the police, but it's a civil matter, and the police they deal with criminal law.
Oh my God, this is
they don't
absurd.
deal with civil.
Like, where I'm gonna put my stuff, I cannot put.
You don't have anybody you can call?
That's what I'm saying. Like, can you give me a second? Because this is crazy. Like,
okay. Then what I normally do, I come in, I take pictures of everything in the house. After I get done with the pictures, then I bring the crew in. And he's gonna go ahead and start working on the locks to change the locks out.
this crazy. Yeah, this is absurd. This is absurd. Like, literally. I'm not warned of nothing.
You gotta get somebody warned. Yeah.
This is they can put my stuff out right now. Right now. Like, what?
How many people in the house?
My son in there.
You need to get all your valuables together. Your cell phone, your charger, your keys.
Look, they just sent me a notification today. I only owe $421. This is today at 9:40.
Say I don't have anything to do with that, man. You could owe $1 million or $1. I have a writ from the court that says to put you out. And that's all I can do is what the court says.
And it always seems to happen at the worst times. Like in the middle of the morning.
Nah. The second he said there's an eviction order, you could hear the panic kick in. She's searching for paperwork, asking questions, try and make sense of everything while the crew is already changing locks. That's a rough situation, no matter how you look at it. The tension keeps climbing with every minute. Wait, the next reactions might surprise you even more than this one.
Here we have a couple of homeless people who are no longer homeless, technically, because they were given free public housing. This is how they are responding to being taken off the street, rescued, you'd think, from this life of vagrancy.
I don't want to be in government housing. This is Isabella Towers, an apartment complex in Knoxville, Tennessee. It's just terrible.
And it's just too small.
But you could kind of make this nice, about the size of mine back home now. Come on, we gotta learn a little gratitude. This is a heater. I would prefer this personally to living on the street.
It's about the same, really.
It's really about the same because we would have more freedom out there, though.
We wouldn't care if we lost it today, though.
You wouldn't care?
Nah.
Got
That's
the TV,
the only
AC, shower.
The only two things
locked door.
Yeah, we consider this still homeless.
I still believe. I want to live in a house
where I could actually go outside and do.
Our landlord just turned off our electricity. Okay, our landlord just turned off our electricity because we didn't pay rent. Section 8 has been paying our rent for over 10 years. A couple weeks ago, my landlord shows up to tell me that Section 8 is 3 months late on our rent and that we were kicked from the program. She tried telling us that we had 2 days to come up with the rent. Well, it's been a few weeks. We don't have the money, okay? We have zero income. Everything was taken from us. Food stamps, cash assistance, our disability, everything. They just shut off our freaking electricity. We have no lights. We have no running water. We can't cook. And we have 6 kids. 6 kids. This is not legal. You cannot turn somebody's electricity off because they didn't pay rent. Who the hell do I call? Because now we are without lights, without electricity, no running water, no toilet, no shower. This is not okay.
Bro, these people finally get a roof over their heads, and they're acting like it's somehow no different than sleeping outside. I mean, what? Then another family says their assistant stopped, and everything started falling apart. You can hear the frustration, the fear, and the confusion all mixed together. This whole conversation keeps bouncing between sympathy and disbelief, and we're still not at the final point yet.
I'm hearing that they're supposed to be doing away with Section 8. I don't know how true that is, but if it is true, it's about time. We got too many people that's taking advantage of the system. Too many people sitting around doing absolutely nothing. And guess what? We tired of it. Us working people are paying for you to sit around and do nothing. So while we out working 2 and 3 jobs, busting our chops and missing time away from our family, y'all at home chilling. Y'all up on the new Jordans, all the new clothes, all the new gadgets and gadgets, all the jewelry, all the bling, and all our hard work and money is going to food in the house and bills. We can't even spend that money on ourselves. More time at work than it is at home. It's not fair. It's time to get up, y'all. If you ain't disabled, if you have 2 working hands and 2 working feet, you won't get up and you're going to get to work. It's the harsh reality.
Wait, this woman isn't sugarcoating anything. She's basically saying if you're healthy enough to work, then it's time to get moving. You can hear how passionate she is, and whether people agree or not, she's definitely not holding back. Bro, this debate has been nonstop from beginning to end, but the final clip brings one last twist before everything wraps up.
Hello everybody, Berkeley with Rental Household here. So I don't know if you guys know or if you've seen, but Trump is going to make Section 8 now a 2-year program, and he's giving everybody 30 to 90 days or 30 to 60 days. I think it's 30 to 90 to GTFO, basically. So buckle up.
A 2-year limit? That's definitely going to get people talking. You already know the comment section is about to become a battlefield after this one. Whether you agree with everything or disagreed with almost all of it, this video definitely didn't hold back. Well, that was one heated ride. If you enjoy debates that get everyone talking, hit like, subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one.